Oh, what's up, you guys? Welcome to another week's episode of the Just Saying podcast. I'm your host, Justin Martindale, and I am so excited for this week's guest. Oh my gosh, she is just a southern ray of sunshine wherever she goes. She is the host of Find My Country House Season 1 and 2, available now on Hulu. She's a wonderful stand-up comic touring all over the country. You can actually catch her at the Alpharetta Helium Comedy Club, February 14th?
16th.
Close enough. So go see her. It's my girl, Trish Suhr, everyone.
Hi, y'all.
Hey, honey.
I love what y'all have done with this place.
I know. Talk about a renovation.
I mean to say, if you need any help, just call me.
I will. I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you, babe.
I really wanted to bring you in the 46th week of January.
What a year this month has been.
What a year this month has been. Just the longest.
And we've got a week left. Tiny baby Jesus, I mean to say. It's one of my southern shows, y'all. Sorry,
I know.
got right up and blew that mic out on you. It has been something.
I know. And I had a wonderful, the best day yesterday.
Tell me about that.
I'm so glad you asked. It rained.
Did it not? Honey.
Oh.
It was like being in a battle, like from Annie Lennox to Adele. You heard everybody singing in the background of like, let it calm down. And then everybody in LA saying what you and I both know they had to say. We needed this. We needed this. We needed this. I don't care where you were.
I don't care.
I don't care who it was.
Oh.
Somebody was saying it to you, near you.
I thought I was being teased. And then I went outside and it started drizzling just a little bit.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. We don't have weather, okay?
We don't have weather.
That's why the town was on fire.
That's exactly right.
And we haven't had rain since like last May.
No, since last May. And I also like to point out, as a transplant Angelino, but I've been here since 1997, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So technically speaking, I'm an Angelino.
Yeah.
Okay? Most people move here from other places, not only to be a dreamer and a maker and a doer, but mostly because we're weather weenies.
Yeah,
we
hashtag weather weenies.
Weather weenie. We don't do well.
We don't do it.
We don't weather well.
Snow?
Go
Go.
away. Shoo you. We don't like it. We have weather situations when it rains.
Mm-hmm.
So fire and earthquakes are things that we've learned to adapt to because we don't know they're coming.
We don't know they're coming. And also, like, we're built different.
We're built different.
We can handle a fire and an earthquake.
Yeah.
However, like...
Gray, nothing.
Gray, ice on the road.
No, sir.
Tire chains?
Get out of here. Ain't nobody want no part of that.
No.
It's ugly and unattractive.
I don't do, like, tornado warnings.
Was I built for a bunker? I say not.
I am not covering this head of hair in a hallway.
Thank you so much. We were built different.
We're built different. I'll sit there with a martini and shake a little bit, but that's it.
And then you'll call each other a text. Was it a rock and roller?
Mm-hmm.
Or was it an up and down? Or like?
And we'll check Facebook and be like, did y'all feel that?
Did y'all feel that?
And we're good.
And we're fine.
Exactly.
We're fine. And if my dog didn't take off flipping out, I'm like, we're good.
Oh, my dog doesn't even move.
No,
Just
neither does mine.
sits there and just whatever.
None.
But it was just, there was a moment when I went back inside and I was like, the sun like went away and it was just dark.
It
and
got
I was
ominous.
Like, ooh, it's going to be good. And I can handle a good southern thunderstorm.
Me too.
My biggest thing that I miss, everyone's always like, what do you miss most about Texas? And I'm like, well, honestly, it's the thunderstorms.
And there's a smell in the air.
Oh, that smell.
Isn't it dreamy?
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy when the leaves blow backwards on the trees and you feel like you have that weird, like Dorothy and Oz moment. You're like, oh, Annie M, it's coming.
Yeah.
Like that big pre-storm.
Mm-hmm.
I love that thunder. And then it's gone.
Oh, yeah. Or like being in your bed in the middle of the night and then you get woken up by the lightning flash.
Yes.
And you're like, I'm awake. And then your whole house shakes. I can do that.
Me too.
That's it, though. And it just started pouring, and I did.
You can speak on it.
I did laundry. I did all of the laundry.
Indoor activities.
I cleaned.
Yes.
I made chili.
Oh, who are we? Yes. I love this.
I made chili.
Honey, I made a white bean soup.
Oh.
Who are we?
The rain brings out the soup in people.
We get so domestic.
I know.
Because in California, we don't really do a whole lot of like warm dishes, if you will. So when it is that one day.
Oh, it was heaven, and it was just pouring down rain. And then while I was making the chili, I took it a step further.
Stop.
I put on a Tori Amos radio playlist on Spotify.
Yes, you did.
Whew, it gave me Criminal. It gave me Natalie Merchant.
No.
It gave me, all of it. It was just this 90s alt woman just letting me have it while I was chopping jalapenos.
Gives you, yes, emo and all the things you need to get out.
It was so good. A good cry. It was great.
Not just from the onions.
No. I get those Trader Joe's chopped bag of onions.
I have learned a trick. Everybody wants to hear.
Are you going to go where I'm going?
About onion chopping?
Oh, what? You put a match in your mouth or something?
No.
What?
Y'all are going to freak out.
What?
My Mimo. That's fancy for Mama. My Mimo used to take an onion, you cut it in half, and this is almost sound ignorant as all get out, but it works. You cut the onion in half, and you take a paper towel, like a saturated paper towel of water, like just completely drenched, and sit it in between the onion while you're doing everything else. And then when you go back to cut it, you will not cry because all an onion wants is moisture. So as long as there's something there, it won't pull it out of you. So you can sit and cut it all day long. Wild. You're welcome. Go ahead. Make it a challenge. Make it a Just Saying challenge. Be cutting onions and tag us.
We're going to do it. Now that TikTok's back, we can do the onion cutting challenge.
Onion cutting. Yes, do your onion cutting challenge.
Wait, so the towel just soaks up all the vapors?
It takes all the vapor. So all that wet moisture is what the onion's drawn from, so it's not your eyes.
Oh, my.
So I stopped crying in the 90s.
Wow.
It's true.
Wow. I think everyone's going to
You're welcome.
Let us know in the comments
Please.
if it works. I want to know. Oh, but man, it was so good. I caught up with all my shows.
Okay.
All my stories.
Did you?
What are you watching right now?
Okay, this is embarrassing because I just started season 1 of Traitors so that I can watch season 2.
Season 1 is completely different.
Okay.
Yeah, because they have normies.
They had normies.
Yeah.
I call them TV civilians that often refer to themselves as celebrities.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fine.
It's fine. No.
It's okay.
Well, they buy their followers. It's fine.
It's okay. I mean, not to judge Judy in it, but I was like, all right. So I'm excited to watch this season of Traitors. First of all, I love Alan Cumming.
Oh, my God.
He could read a Waffle House menu and I'll show up for it. He's precious. And he's dressed like $1 million and he's yummy. And
we watched this past week's episode, and there is this suit that Alan's in, and Evan straight up took a picture of it. I was like,
I love Evan.
Are you thinking of wedding looks? Are you going to do an Alan Cumming?
I would not be mad at that.
I wouldn't either. It looked good.
Everything he wears is just so sharp, for hat, everything. So anyway, I've not started this season because I know quite a few of the talent this season. So I'm starting that tonight. But I was knee deep in Super Bowl championship playoff games this weekend.
Trish, tell us about it.
You're welcome.
Okay.
I'll give you sports ball, my version.
Okay.
Years ago, I hosted a show with Aaron Foley called Sports Without Balls.
Yes.
So if you know sweet and amazing Aaron Foley.
Yes, I do.
I can give you the sports ball version.
Okay.
All right. So we had the Kansas City Chiefs who were playing the Buffalo Bills. They were the AFC. Is that correct? That's the AFC? Yeah. And then you had the Eagles who were playing Washington Commanders. Is that what they're called now? I don't know. Anywho, the Eagles beat Washington.
Were they the Redskins?
They were, but we've changed for, all the right reasons to.
Oh, got it. I was like, wait a minute.
Trust me. I have to I need a cheat sheet to keep up with everybody. So now we've got the Eagles and the Chiefs. So that means Taylor Swift's going to the Super Bowls. The point of the story.
Didn't she go last year?
She did. So this will be the first time. Fun fact. First time in history that a team will win, and if the Kansas City Chiefs win, they'll do a three-peat. No team has consecutively won 3 back-to-back. The Patriots have won a bunch, but never back-to-back.
Wow.
So Patrick Mahomes called it last May. I forgot whose podcast he was on. Paul Logan. I didn't forget. And he said they were going to three-peat. So this would be a huge deal. And I'd be thrilled because I'm kind of at Kelsey fatigue as a family. They're precious, but I'm at fatigue.
Yeah, you're at that level of just I need a nap.
Well, they're selling aspirin. They're selling hotels.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
for them. Grab that check. I'm not mad at y'all. But just maybe every other commercial.
I think the one that looks like
Jason.
Yeah, the one that looks like a lumberjack in a Disney Pixar movie.
Well done, you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. He was on a Lucky Charms commercial or something like that.
That feels right.
I was
They're
like,
on Spectrum. You can't
they're on the Spectrum?
I mean, I'm not Love and Light. Maybe. Spectrum Internet.
Got it.
Okay. If they are, I am not a judge.
Good for them.
Good for y'all.
Good for you. That's why they're so good.
They're fun, and they see everybody everywhere.
Oh, they just love football all the time.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Good for them.
What a time to be alive.
I had this weird prediction too.
Tell me.
I feel like if the Chiefs win, then he's going to win the Super Bowl and he'll propose to Taylor on the field.
Oh, that would be, honey. But you know what, though?
You get the game and the girl.
But don't give the NFL
cheesy.
those ratings. I would do that on my own social. Is that hateful? I have a real problem with the NFL because they're a nonprofit organization. If y'all didn't know that.
Oh, really?
Yes, they are considered a nonprofit.
Oh, wow. They're like church.
Yeah, where do those dollars go that they get for TV ratings?
Interesting. But I don't know. I think Travis would do something
I think he'll do something big.
You don't think he would do it right at the Super Bowl? Everyone would lose their mind.
I think he'll take her to Disneyland because, they always say at the end of the Super Bowl, where you going? Disneyland. He'll get her on a float. I mean.
Taylor doesn't want Disneyland.
Taylor can have whatever she wants.
I know. She could buy Disneyland.
She really could.
Yeah.
Do you think that he'll do that? Do you think he'll get on a knee? I don't want him to do it there.
I think so.
When will it ever? Like they care about what we think.
When would it ever happen again?
Okay, fair enough.
Like a three-peat Super Bowl win.
Okay.
You have the girl of
her era.
And it's
this
her
is her
era.
wedding era.
And then she writes a song about getting proposed to at the Super Bowl.
Justin, you've called it. Oh, Lord. And then
Heads or tails,
she'll have babies. They'll take off like 6 years, and then she'll do a residency in Vegas at the Sphere. And then we'll all be like, oh, did Justin not see all this coming? And you and I will have a show about predicting people's futures.
Yeah. Watch out, Tyler Henry. Here we come. Yeah, but that's really interesting. So who's performing?
It's Kendrick Lamar, isn't it?
Oh, it is. And they just announced that SZA will be joining.
Why do they always drop that extra person at the last minute?
It won't be the last either.
I don't think so either.
They got to just give a little teaser to have everyone tune in.
That's right. It's the Easter eggs along the way.
Because I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a huge Kendrick Lamar fan.
I can tell all the way. It was one. I had to pick 3 artists. It was waffling. Between him.
The only Kendrick Lamar song that I know is the one that's like, "They Not Like Us," and that's it.
That was a good one.
Thank you.
There's probably more that you know that you don't realize you know. I'm not going to sing because it's not my gift set.
I wish nothing but the best, but I only watch the Super Bowl for the girlies.
Commercials.
And the commercials.
I love
but the girly halftime shows. Give me those.
Oh, yeah.
Give me a pop queen.
I love a pop queen.
Which, by the way, we have news that Lady Gaga's new album will be dropping March 7th.
Stop it right now.
Called Mayhem.
Stop it right now.
Finally.
Well, why'd she wait so long?
I don't know. She wanted to make sure that Joker 2 really resonated with the people.
Is that what it was? Is that what we're going with?
I think so. She was like, I am an actress.
JK. I'm a singer. I'm back. I am back. Really joking.
Well, I thought she released that song Disease because it was like, oh, that movie flopped. Here's a new song. It was literally within a day or two.
I didn't even think about that.
No. This episode is brought to you in part by HelloFresh. Listen up. I'm busy, and it can be so much figuring out what is for dinner night after night, especially on those busy weekdays. We all have so many better things to do, so I get dinner done the easy way, thanks to HelloFresh. It's easy to find time to eat well with 50 wholesome, hassle-free meals to choose from, each week delivered right to your door. HelloFresh's new ready-made meals go from the fridge to your fork in just 3 minutes. It's the same high-quality ingredients and restaurant-worthy flavor you expect from HelloFresh, just with none of the work. The best thing about HelloFresh is how easy it is to create gourmet meals. And one of my favorites is the chicken and broccoli stir fry with green onion fried rice. Oh my gosh, you guys, it is delivered right to my door. It is sealed, it is iced. All the ingredients are there ready to chop and mix up and throw in and just enjoy. And it is so delicious. It's so fresh. And I honestly feel like I am a chef, dare I say. So get up to 10 free meals and a free high-protein item for life. You heard me, for life at HelloFresh.com/SAYIN10FM. One item per box with active subscription. Free meals applied to discount on first box. New subscribers only. Varies by plan. That's up to 10 free HelloFresh meals. Just go to HelloFresh.com/SAYIN10FM. SAYIN10FM. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. So we've got a lot of new releases. And also, it was just released, the newest trailer of White Lotus.
I just watched it.
You did watch it?
Yes. Because let me tell you something. Walter Goggins, I'm madly in love with him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my husband realizes that if you know him from Righteous Gemstones, he's Baby
Oh,
Billy.
yes.
I'm madly in love with him. I think he's one of the best character actors there's ever been. He's just so honest, and he's in this season. And I was trying to figure out how they'd positioned him. It's going to be in Thailand.
Oh, yes.
Leslie Bibb's in it, who I
Yes, I do too. And she's on a girls' trip.
She's on a girls' I'm beside myself.
God, Leslie Bibb on a girls' trip. Give it to us.
Get behind me. I mean, give her a bunch of salty cocktails with an orchid in it, and she's going to push somebody over. I don't know. I'm making up lies.
The massage therapist lady from season 1 is back.
She's back because she's learning new techniques.
She's learning new techniques. She better not.
I'm just saying. I don't know what to do with myself. We might have to get together to watch these because
absolutely. She can't. No,
not even a little bit. Maybe.
She went through so much. Don't let her do that.
I know. She's got a good heart. She don't need that.
I don't want her making Banana cry.
Me. I love you so much. I can't. It's just too much. It's too much, and I'm tickled. That's what we've got. We've also got the tonight, at 20. This is the 27th, right? What day is today? Yeah. Sure sounds good. The new SNL doc about their music is airing tonight, and I'm obsessed.
The SNL 50. Where's that coming out on?
It's on linear television on NBC.
What is linear television?
Let me tell you. Remember back in the days?
Oh, that's actually really good. I actually had lunch with Sherry O'Terry on Friday.
Stop it.
And I was talking to her about the 50th anniversary. And she is doing, I think, Watch What Happens Live.
Thank goodness.
And Jenna and Hoda. Hoda's gone. It's now just like Jenna and Friends.
Yes.
So they're getting like a whole bunch of like the cast members and kind of speckling around.
Give me everybody.
To give you the 50th anniversary. I think it's the 16th of February.
Correct you.
Shoot. I know, girl.
I mean, honey.
I can't remember what day it is.
Did you take your ginkgo biloba this morning?
I went to bed sober.
We should, I don't know.
Yeah, I might as well start dry January now that everything's back.
January didn't count. February, my New Year's is going to be the end of this month, and February 1st is my new New Year's Day.
That's it.
Canceled.
But it should be pretty fun because I'm looking forward to seeing all this stuff. Did you watch it this past weekend?
I did not. Who was our host this weekend?
Timothee Chalamet.
Bless it.
And he was the musical guest as well.
No, don't do that.
And Timothee Chalamet sang.
No, he didn't. Say it.
He sang deep cut tracks from Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan doesn't even want to sing deep cut tracks of Bob Dylan.
It was the weirdest thing.
Why?
I don't know.
Do you think they think they can do it? Because I've not seen Complete Unknown yet. I've seen clips.
Oh. No, I haven't seen it.
Okay.
No.
Bob Dylan's an incredibly specific artist.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get it.
Once in a lifetime artist. Received. But you're playing someone else. This is not like Jamie Foxx, who
Ray Charles.
Yeah. Who actually is an epic singer and piano player. Like, he actually is that dude.
Mm-hmm.
Timothee Chalamet is not that dude. Did I miss that page in the handbook?
No, but I also think it's like Hollywood does this weird thing where they try to get like people with like one talent. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like Timothy's a good actor.
He is.
But they're like, we're going to make him like a singer now. You know, it's like J-Lo was a good backup dancer and now we're going to try and make her an actress. You know what I mean?
Received.
Yeah.
I'm not here for it. And now I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. I'm glad I didn't see it before I came in.
Here's the thing. We watched it. It was rainy day. It was definitely in our rainy day,
Playlist.
itinerary. And we were just like, what is this? It was so bizarre. All the sketches were weird. They did like some like improv, like 101, like, what do dogs really mean when they're at the dog park? I was just like, what? They did this weird like Oedipus complex sketch. It was, I don't know. I don't know what was happening, but it was not it. And it made me nostalgic for the
OGs. What were your favorite OGs? Of all the Saturday Night, because there's so many eras of Saturday Night Live.
My God. I mean, definitely like...
I mean, clearly the cheerleader, Sherry O'Terry.
Oh,
changed the
Sherry
game.
for sure. Sherry and Kristen Wiig. I love the girls.
Oh God, yeah.
Um,
I mean, Kate McKinnon literally again could read a Starbucks menu.
Anna Gasteyer, Molly Shannon.
Are there any sketches or anything that stuck out to you over the years that you're just like? Because there's so many. I grew up on it. It's my go-to comfort food. Old SNL.
Which one for you?
I mean, I could go on and on and on, but the old ones, there were these ridiculous. They played the sisters that sang like.
Oh, the Sweeney sisters.
The Sweeney.
Nora Dunn.
And Jan Hooks.
And Jan Hooks. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
They were my favorite. Jan Hooks was, I think, one of my favorites.
I fell in love with Jan Hooks at Pee Wee's Big Adventure.
Oh, well.
There's no basement in the Alamo.
That was it. I mean, Jan Hooks was just so ahead of her time as far as like comedic timing.
Totally.
Like, oh yeah, here they are.
Shut the front door and open the back. And those outfits, they were giving Mandrell.
Oh my God. Barbara, yes.
The Mandrell sisters.
They were. And it was just so funny that, oh, I know.
There's one with the clang. I'm not going, y'all can clang, clang goes the trolley.
Yep. Ding, ding, ding goes the bell. Who the bell? Shit. Yeah, oh. That was so good.
Oh, they were the best.
But yes, I can't wait to see that. And the music one that comes on this week is going to be even better.
And if you have not seen the trailer for it, it's on both Maya Rudolph and Questlove's. I don't know if they produced it or what, but whoever edited, and it's a long-ass trailer, y'all. It's 7 minutes and change.
Oh, wow.
Please watch it because it's probably some of the best editing. They took all the music from 50 years and did a mashup from rock to folk to rap. It's epic. It's so good. I can't wait for tonight.
Oh, yeah. It'll be really, really good. So, and just the cast alone is going to be phenomenal. And see who's going to pop up and show up and all that stuff. But yeah, we've had Comedy Store alum being here. We had Leslie Jones was on it. Punky Johnson was on it. Melissa Villasenor was on it.
Yes.
So, yeah, very, very exciting to see. Also, we have another little momentous occasion happening soon. Groundhog Day.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, this was an article that came out. And the headline alone just says, PETA suggests the replacing of Punxsutawney Phil on Groundhog Day with a, quote, weather reveal cake.
Knock it off. I love cake.
Hey.
I love cake, but knock it off.
Hey, I'm going to say, red state people, we don't like it either.
Yeah. Listen.
We don't like it either.
We can all agree on.
We're not all like this.
No, we're not all like this.
You know?
A weather reveal cake.
I don't need it.
Get out of here.
No. Just do a gender reveal with a plane and crash into the crop field like a normal person.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Cut the cake. I mean to say.
This groundhog has worked their asses off.
And he's generational. You're cutting into his family money.
Yeah. And his Social Security.
And his Social Security and his pension.
My God, do you know how many shadows this bitch has seen and not seen?
All his people. And what about that sweet man dressed like the Planters peanut guy, yanking him out of his hole?
I always thought he looked like the mayor from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Great call.
With the switching face. And first of all, that is not how you properly hold a groundhog.
Honestly.
That is not consent.
And no wonder he's like, I don't know if I saw it. That poor groundhog's like.
I hope this groundhog shit all over
me
his
too,
face.
right down his arm. I hope that coat can't be dry clean.
Oh, I hope that.
Oh my gosh, with the weather. And by the way, what weather is that? Blue is it's cold out?
I don't
Yellow,
know.
It's going to be sunny?
Is that 6 more weeks of winter gray? I don't know what it is.
Cannot.
I don't even know if it's 6 weeks or 6 months. Who cares? It hailed yesterday in LA.
It hailed in LA.
So it says here that PETA, which they suggested that Punxsutawney Phil, the groundhog who predicts whether winter will go on for 6 more weeks, I was right, or spring will arrive early, should be replaced with a weather reveal cake. The vegan treat, gross, would mimic that of a sex reveal for a baby. I don't want to hear the words sex reveal and groundhog in the same sentence.
No.
Once cut,
Nope.
The cake, not the groundhog.
Praise God.
The cake would show one of two colors, blue meaning 6 more weeks of winter, or pink indicating an early spring.
I mean.
The animal rights advocates added that Punxsutawney Phil and his family will be deported immediately to a reputable sanctuary instead of taking part in the annual tradition, which takes place February 2nd.
Here's the thing. Here's the good news. At least Food Network's not going to get involved because, that would be the next thing. And then they'd have one of those lifelike, is it a real groundhog or is it not? And then they'd chop its head off and we'd all be about to vomit. And I'm like, no, it's just a cake.
Trish, I want that. I think if you're gonna like get rid of Punxsutawney, do a is it cake groundhog.
Yeah, taxidermy or not. Like, is it a groundhog? No, it's cake.
Yeah, just a terrified beaver rodent, whatever it is.
A groundhog.
What is a groundhog? What does it do? What is this pagan ritual that Christians are okay with?
I'm saying, it's bizarre. But don't worry, it'll be cake.
Everything else is terrible, but this river rodent coming out and telling us whether it's spring or not is totally fine.
That we still do it is just precious. That's the truth. That we still, as a nation, cling on to a sweet groundhog coming out of a hole. Everybody's gathered around.
Yeah.
What? I think we
telling us as a country whether it's going to be spring or 6 more weeks of ice. And the irony that ice is now deporting Punxsutawney and his family. When will this torture ever end?
I wasn't ready. I didn't see it coming. That sweet little groundhog.
Neither did Punxsutawney and his family.
Honey,
he had job security.
Yeah, he did.
Had to work once a year.
Once a year. We're going to need your paperwork, sir.
This poor little guy's getting grabbed by the nuts and pulled out of his hole to let us know if it's going to be shadowy or springy.
He wants out. He's going to be identified as a raccoon. Get out of there.
Yeah.
Get me out of here.
Trans hog.
I'm a trans hog. I can't get my breath. Oh, we took a turn. Oh, honey.
Oh, my God. Speaking of trans hog, Pamela Anderson.
I cannot. Sweet Pam. I love Sweet Pam.
I do, too. Okay. So the Oscars were announced last week, or the Oscar nominations. And do we have thoughts?
I have some.
You mentioned the Bob Dylan movie, which I have not seen.
Nor have I.
There's a lot of them I haven't seen.
Me too. And I can tell you that we're going to have to buckle down. I'm with you.
I think so as well. Like, I'm really excited to see The Last Showgirl.
Me too.
I wanted to see it.
Me too.
Everyone was thinking Pamela Anderson was going to get nominated. She was nominated for the Globe.
Yes.
Didn't get nominated for the Oscars. And she just said in the statement, she's like, you know what? It was not something I ever expected.
She's the best. She's such a class act.
She really is.
Let me tell y'all, if you're not watching her HGTV show, that's what she needs a nomination for. She has turned this little island in Canada into your dream sequence cottage.
Is it a show now?
Oh, yes.
It's not just the documentary?
No, y'all have to pull it up. I forget. Forgive me for not knowing what it's called. And it's a dream. She's such a badass.
Oh, she is.
She really she just was like, deuces, I'm out of here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go back up to where I came from. Took a whole island in Canada.
Yeah.
Moved her mama and daddy on one of the houses.
Mom in the backyard.
Yep. She's got all this land. She's gardening. She's doing all the things. And she's just, I forget what it's called, and I've watched every single episode. And then they've got a separate one with her sons as a spinoff, and they renovated a house. It looks like Woodland Hills Encino. Sorry,
Oh,
boys, if I'm
probably.
outing where you're at. But unbelievable. It's so good. And I think she's just absolute class. Pam
I know.
Anderson.
That was definitely a movie that I
I'll still go.
can't wait to
Me
see.
too.
Substance was great. Loved that.
I still haven't seen Substance.
You
And
saw it last night?
No, I still have not seen it.
Oh.
It's embarrassing. I saw Lee. I saw Maria. Well, you know
Wait, what was the first one?
Lee, which Kate Winslet, where she played the war photographer.
Oh.
I was like, fine. It was a rainy day option. I did it. It's phenomenal.
Amelia Perez?
I have not seen it. I know. I need to because everybody's like, it's amazing. You'll love it. And Honora, I haven't seen that.
Oh, I want to see Honora.
Me too.
That everyone's saying Honora is really, really, really great. But I don't like, what's the other one? The one with Adrian Brody.
Oh, Brutalist?
Brutalist.
I haven't seen it either.
There's a lot of them I haven't
Me
seen.
neither. This
And
is when
I'm
we have to
kinda
rush.
okay.
I know. Well, and they're all kind of, I shouldn't say all. It's
Yeah.
a lot of heavy topics.
Uh-huh.
And Angelina got snubbed, didn't she?
Angelina got snubbed, and she is apparently devastated.
I
She's
thought she was
taking the
great.
alternate route that Pamela did.
Well, and I could see her. She put look, it's a great, I thought it was a good movie. I did. Maria.
Okay.
She played Maria Callas, who is a huge Italian opera star, if you haven't seen it. The hard part, I think, for American audiences is it's an Italian movie made for Americans.
Ah.
And we don't do subtext well
Yeah.
as a people.
Yeah.
We need like what's happening. And my husband was sitting there from Rome, Georgia going, I don't get it. I had to sit and explain. I was like, can you go away? Like go watch football in another room. Because I was in and she's unbelievable. And I didn't know that Aristotle Onassis left her, Maria, for Jackie O. And it's the most badass. Like I was like, oh, like it's this crazy story. It is an unbelievable story, but none of
It's kind of like when Brad Pitt left Janet Aniston for Angelina Jolie.
it felt a little mirrored. I'm not gonna lie.
Also, Land, our producer, had a very, very strong, pointed opinion about the movie Maria.
Land, what was it?
Yeah.
When Maria started, that tight shot of her lips. And I'm an opera queen.
Oh,
That's what I
okay.
wanted.
So-
He led with "I'm an opera queen."
Okay,
And
opera
so
queen.
when she's lip syncing to, I think it was a Puccini aria.
Yes, it was.
Oh, bitch!
She
Don't
was-
shoot up Puccini.
She was awful. I was like, this is already a wrap. Literally 20 seconds in.
Okay, so this is what I was going to give you. If you appreciated an Italian, because Italian films to me are always just slightly like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like,
Aggressive.
well, and a little off. Do you know what I mean? Like interpretive, if you will. And that's what this felt like. Like it was more about aesthetic, editorial land, and obviously, as of someone who loves opera, I am not as familiar, but I thought it was a great epic aesthetic film. She was aesthetically awesome, but when it came to making me believe that she was at some point this person,
Yeah.
I didn't. That's why I was like, she was better in the demise of Maria, if we're getting down to the nitty gritty. You know?
Well, no, everyone's just saying like there was a lot of snubs. Everyone focused on the snubs. Like Nicole Kidman got snubbed.
Yeah.
Selena Gomez got snubbed.
Yeah.
Angelina got snubbed, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, how did she even get snubbed?" She did so much promotion for the movie, including her first late night show in more than a decade. I'm like, sometimes the movie's not good, or sometimes like
It didn't get
there's other people. And what I really loved about the Oscars nominations this year is that there were so many of them that were like first timers.
Totally.
I love
Cynthia
that.
Erivo.
Cynthia Erivo. I mean, you had Ariana Grande. The first trans actress from Amelia
Amelia
Perez. I mean, I'm trying to remember like
know we should
what's his
find a
name?
list, sorry.
Culkin from
Kieran Culkin,
Kieran
yes.
Culkin. So there was like a lot. I like that there's just like so many.
It
like,
was diverse for the
first-timers.
Oscars because you're right. They usually go to like the handbook of, it's much like at the end.
Rosario Dawson.
Rosario Dawson.
So there's so many. So I just thought it was very interesting. And also, here's a movie that I watched back to my rainy day watching. There's a 4-part limited series on Netflix called La Palma.
Oh, I'll watch it.
And it has everything. It is a natural disaster movie
Okay.
or limited series. It is in Dutch, English, and Spanish.
I'm in.
And it's like subtitled, of course.
Okay.
If you want a movie that has seismology in it,
Who doesn't?
it also has plane crashes.
I mean,
lesbians swimming in a pool of ash.
if this isn't Screaming Angelino miniseries, limited series, I don't know what does.
Betrayal.
Honey,
Migrating turtles.
didn't see that one. Thrilled it's in there. Thrilled.
Dead bats.
Oh,
It has something for everyone.
the hits keep
It's
coming.
so good. And especially, it just kind of came home to me because
How did they choose that trailer cover?
children with autism who are good at drawing.
Naturally.
Yeah. It's perfect. I loved it. It's really, really good. It reminded me, since we kind of went through the fires, it reminded me of where I sought refuge in a town called La Palma Springs. It was very much that. It's really, really fun, really good. Evan and I watched the first two last night.
All right.
We will watch the second two.
I'll do it.
Let's see. Here's the thing. Poor Tori.
Poor Tori.
Poor Tori Spelling.
Honey.
That was it.
That's
all I wanted to say.
I'll come on each week just so I can give a Portorian scoop because bless it, she's got all them babies with that boy that didn't want to have any babies with her.
So you know that her mom, Candy, lost her house in the Malibu fire.
One of her houses.
One of her homes, yes. She doesn't have one home.
I thought you were about to tell me that Candy lost money on the sale of her house.
No. Candy doesn't lose money.
Candy does not lose.
So she lost one of her homes, the one that her and her husband Aaron were in for like 50 years.
Yes.
And so heartbreaking.
It is.
Look,
but and there's no laughter at anybody losing anything in a fire.
No.
Please.
No. I mean, it sucks.
It sucks. But Candy is not, she didn't give her Candy it, and she likes to keep things close to the vest.
Exactly. Well, her daughter Tori, however, she left. She evacuated.
A lot of us had to.
And she came home and realized that she had been looted.
No.
She had been robbed.
Oh.
So I'm going to give you a little bit of the story. So Tori's very lucky that her house is still standing.
And the kids are safe.
Kids are safe.
Okay, great.
After evacuating during the LA wildfires, but she wasn't sure what she was walking into. And she said, I walked through our front door. You guys, I'm not an alarmist.
Of course not.
She said, I walked in and I gasped. I thought while we were gone out of town, evacuated, someone had broken into our home and had burglarized our home. There have been looters here. Look at the state of our house, she said. There was shit everywhere. I mean, it looked like people had come in and just trashed our house. Then upon closer inspection, I realized, oh shit, no, this is just the way I live.
Stop it right now. Is that in print? Wait.
She thought.
Stop it right now. Girl, you might want to have a declutter and like a
maid.
No, you got enough kids. You can put all them to work.
Put the children to work.
That's a you problem if your babies can't clean.
Yes, get a dry erase board, make a chart.
Make a chart.
I don't even have kids. Make a chart.
Yeah.
Chart.
Notes on the phone app. I could help you, Tori. I hosted a show about clutter for a decade. You gotta get your shit together. I said it.
Could you imagine? You're like, oh my God, what happened? And then you're like, oh, we're dirty.
We're nasty people.
Mm-hmm.
That she took the time to put that in print. I'd rethink that. Tori.
Get it out there.
Girl.
Yeah.
Oh, she needs to send them over to Candy's and let her staff show them what
do you think Candy wants anything to do with these gremlins?
They're little. They are, there's a lot going on there.
No, thank you. She's like, this is why you don't feed them after midnight.
I can't.
Because then more pop out.
I mean, just.
No.
Isn't she missing one? I thought there was a fifth.
She probably has like 3 missing. She didn't know.
They're in that clutter.
I don't even, they were not accounted for when they evacuated nor when they came home.
They need Life 360.
I think there's probably 2 under like some heaps of trash in the kitchen.
Oh, and I wonder if she got her chickens.
Yeah.
She's got all them chickens.
Yeah.
Too. Remember when she tried to do that?
I'm going to start calling her Tori Groundhog. God. Could you imagine? I made sure when we left, that our place was clean.
Honey, yes.
I was like, I want to come home to a clean home. If we come home, if it's clean. If we have a home.
If we have a home.
Yeah.
And also.
But I want it to be clean. If it's going to burn down, I want it clean.
And let me
I want a clean burn.
We also, this is my toxic trait. I was like, I don't want these firefighters to come in here and think we're nasty people. And they're like, why should we save this house? They're nasty. So I had everything clean. I left granola bars for the firefighters.
You are such a Southern hostess.
Bottled water at the door. 'Cause I thought, well, Lord, if we, when you had to go, I didn't know. And I was like, they're going to be hot and starved. And I got, nut free in case anybody had an allergy. And I was worried to death.
Oh, well, I did have an instance over the weekend where I was a victim of porch piracy.
Stop it right now. Tell this whole yarn. Why?
It is infuriating.
The karma cops are coming for them. Tell me what.
I went and saw my friend's daughter's middle school play.
You're so good. There's a special place in heaven for you for that. Was it a musical?
There was one song.
You're so
My
good.
friend's daughter, the star of the show.
Of course she was.
I'm not biased.
Of course.
Just so good. There was one girl. Honey, no. This town is not for you.
Maybe she'll become an agent. We need all the producers and agents we can get.
Yes, we need to bring
and you've
back
got to
work.
fall in love with it somehow.
I was in the audience. First of all, there was this one little girl. I don't remember her name, but she was like an ensemble character. Okay. And one time they went to Kentucky in the play. They visit Kentucky,
my home state.
And she was in a rocking chair on the front porch, and she just stood up and she fell asleep. Oh. And every time they woke her up, she said, "I ain't going nowhere," and that was her line. And my edible kicked in, and I was like, "Welcome to Hollywood." Like that's all she said.
I ain't going nowhere.
Like, Grandma, wake up. I ain't going nowhere. And I was like, this is a little informal, but welcome to Juilliard. Yeah. And it was so good. And then this one girl, oh my God. Oh.
I love a school play.
I was sitting there like I felt like Faye Dunaway in The Starlet. Remember that? Don't call us. We'll call you. Like, that was me. And this poor girl, God bless her, like, she just got up there and she was just like, wait, no, we can't do that. That would be crazy. No, we have to hurry. Like, your time is now. You were born to shine. Can't you feel it? I can feel it. We all know what you're capable of. You have to believe in yourself. And I was like, oh. I'm like, please have some, like, emotion. Or what are you going through?
Her mama forced her to do that. Her mama forced her to do that and get out of her shell.
I don't like it. I don't like it. Well, yes, the Porch Pirates did take my Substance t-shirt and my Isabella Rossellini Death Becomes Her shirt and my cologne. So I'm going to go look for a fashionably dressed, unhoused person
who smells amazing.
Who smells amazing. Yeah. Maybe we're the substance. Maybe like I'm on 7 days, he has 7 days, and like we are now one.
Wait a second. Did you get any images? Do you have the ring?
Oh, girl, that ring cam.
In.
But what am I going to do?
Yeah, they don't do anything about it in LA.
I'm just going to look for somebody in a nice, hot pink Substance t-shirt with Margaret Qualley on the front that says Pump It Up.
Do you?
And I'm going to look for you and be like, I see you, bitch. I see you. But I did leave a note. I'm getting a whole bunch of artwork from my sister-in-law today. And I did leave a note on the door that was like, UPS, put it over here on the side because there is a porch pirate warning.
I can't believe that.
Oh, I get those next door apps all the time. And I'm like, not me. This will never happen to me. And then,
son of a...
Oh, I hate it. I was pissed.
We got to create. That's going to be my next, side hustle. It's some kind of lock box that's heavy as hell. Heavy as hell. So if you trying to drag that down the street, good on you. Hopefully it breaks your toe.
So I'm like, I have a delivery from 1 to 4 today. And I'm like...
We'll get the F out of here, honey. Hold on. What time is it?
No, we're fine. Okay. We have a couple more. Let's see. We have you were a Kentucky native, so I had to come up with a little game.
Okay.
For Kentucky.
I'd love that.
It is called Cant-tucky or Cant-tucky.
Oh, okay. I can't wait.
I can't wait. So I want to know what you think of your home state of Kentucky. What if you can or can't with some of the things.
Okay.
The Kentucky Derby.
I can. I'm sorry, it's tradition.
It is tradition. Mint juleps, nice hats.
In the infield where that's, people that weren't raised with a bunch of money go. The poor people, we all go in the infield. And then people that are hoop-de-doo with lots of cash go in the stands.
I think Sarah Hyland, who's from Kentucky.
Yes, I love Sarah Hyland.
Yeah, she said something about like you have to like go run up on a thing and everyone looks up your skirt?
That's at the porta potties.
That's what it was. So it is true.
Yeah.
It does exist.
It does exist.
That's not the porta potties. Yes, the porta potty running.
The porta potty running, and why we always wear shorts and skirts, we don't know why. It's hot as Hades.
I just love a good rando horse name.
Oh, I love it.
It's
I
just
used to do
like,
derby parties out here, but people don't appreciate it the same. It's the first Saturday in May.
We'll go. Let's have one this
Really?
year.
I'll
Yeah,
do it.
we'll do a derby party.
Sometimes it lines up with Cinco de Mayo, so that gets a real good time.
Cinco de Derby.
Cinco de Derby, you get it. Yes.
I'm in.
Okay, good. I'll do it.
The world's first KFC restaurant.
Yes, Corbin, Kentucky.
Yeah?
I can. I've been there. I have my picture in front of it as a 5-year-old. There it is. Yeah. It was Colonel Sanders, and it's
You're
me
like-
with like jacked up pigtails and a turkey or chicken leg on. Yeah.
Wow, it looks really, and it's called Sanders Cafe?
Yes, it was. Oh, well, that's huge. That's the new remodel.
Wow. Okay, so we're 2 for 2
Yeah,
with the cans.
I can. I'm not even looking.
The Louisville Slugger.
Well, that to me is a bit much. I can because I grew up across from the plant. Again, not bragging.
Wow.
So it smelled of burnt wood. It's fine. I can because it's part of national history.
Yeah. What about Maker's Mark?
I mean, I don't drink bourbon. Don't tell my people, but I can. Come on. And that drip.
Oh, that drip.
That wax drip. Get behind me.
I do love a good Maker's Mark. Just neat.
Neat.
And I think there was something on like TikTok when they showed like how they just dip it and drip it. Dip it and
drip it. Honey, that's going to be a chapter in my book.
Oh, Kentucky's bluegrass music.
I can. Let me tell y'all something. I'm going to lick a sense over bluegrass. It's in your blood when you're born there. Like, even if you don't want to like it, because I live for rap and hip hop. You put on 90s, I'll fight you to clean my house.
Yes.
I live for hip hop. You put on bluegrass, honey, it's in my blood.
I know.
I can't help it.
I'm kind of the same way too.
You get it.
Yeah. There's that one, there's a Dolly Parton song off of her album Little Sparrow.
Oh, the song Little Sparrow, which is...
But that's the album, right?
Yes,
Little
that's the
Sparrow?
album.
But the song Marry Me. Every time. Oh, is this why we're friends?
Unbelievable.
He's gonna marry me. We're gonna go to town. I'm all about it. Yep, that's the one.
I'm telling you.
Oh.
There's something about bluegrass. There just is. It's in your person.
Something about steel guitar and like a...
And I hate to say it, but I'm going to say it. Banjo. There's something about it. It's a mating call for my people, and we just...
Oh, they saw their shadow.
Yeah,
6 more weeks of winter.
Love it.
Get the gender weather reveal cake.
And the makers. We're in.
Oh my God, that sounds like a party. Now, what is this mess? A hot brown sandwich?
I can't. I cannot.
Can't-tucky.
I can't tucky a hot brown. I've never been a hot brown girl. I have not been someone that likes to hide my food in gravy. It's just who I am as a person.
What is it?
It's like a turkey and then a gravy. The bacon is usually always good, but it's like an open face sandwich. I don't like it. It's a sandwich.
And it's called a hot brown?
Hot brown. It's just nasty. I've never enjoyed it.
So we can't say Redskins anymore, but we can say hot brown?
I would also. I also would like to petition that. I don't know how we got
change
there.
it to a gravy sandwich.
Yeah, the gravy sandwich.
I don't need a hot brown sandwich. Sick.
It's never been good.
Now, here's some people that you may not know are from Kentucky. Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, I can because, honey, we know all our people because not a lot of us get out.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Also, I might cut that bang this week. What do we think? I like that bang.
That is a good curtain bang.
I enjoy. Seriously, y'all, I'm going to get my hair done. I think I'm gonna curtain bang like that.
Yeah, do it like that.
DM me, let me know because I've got a cowlick, so I'm gonna get a Jen.
And honestly, who knew that Jennifer Lawrence was actually from District 12? Had no idea.
Yes, honey.
George Clooney,
Yes,
Kentucky.
we claim him hard. Hard.
Hard claim.
Hard claim.
Oh, Chriselle.
I know. I thought you were
She's
gonna
from
give-
Kentucky?
You know who else I thought was next is Johnny Depp. That's who I thought you were about to give me.
What?
Yes.
Maybe. I don't know if he's
I don't
on
know.
here
He
or
might
not.
be on here, Chriselle.
Chriselle. Oh, Abe Lincoln.
Abe Lincoln. Yes, the birthplace. Yes, we know he's ours. We're claiming him.
Wow.
Tried Illinois.
And-
Bone Lick. Yeah, honey.
Now, here's what this is the
Big Bone
most
Lick.
curiously named state park in Boone County, Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
It is called, and I quote, Big Bone Lick.
Been there. Got the T-shirt.
I mean, that's what they called me in college.
I am tickled. I will get you the T-shirt now.
Big Bone Lake State Historic Site, birthplace of the American vertebrate paleontology. Now, those are some big words for Kentucky.
We don't know what they mean. We just like them on the sign.
Vertebrate and paleontology.
Can't tell you how many people on there are like, why are there hairy elephants?
But what is it? What is Big Bone Lick?
Big Bone Lick. We like anything. I know. We also have a place in Kentucky. I hope it comes up next. If I'm jumping the shark, sorry. We have a town called Hell for Certain. There's a
Hell for Certain?
Hell for Certain, Kentucky.
Because it's so hot?
I think it's probably more geographical than that.
Hell for Certain.
Hell for Certain. I grew up in a funeral home when I was little. If we had to go over and pick up or drop off a body in Hell for Certain, I'd be so tickled because I'd mail myself a postcard.
Oh.
So I'd get a postcard from hell. That's where you know you were raised in the funeral business, when you like weird. I was like, hey, if y'all are going over there, will you mail me? And I'd write a postcard back to myself so that I would get a
postcard from hell. That's really funny.
It's my childhood.
But what is it? It's just like a bone, like fossil place?
Yeah, it's like a state park where you go and they live for a paleontology moment in the South. They love to let you know they've been there, and they love two things: any kind of fossil situation or an Indian burial ground.
Or voting for fossils.
Or that. Yeah. That's how we keep that drama
alive.
I mean to say, I can't.
Well, we mentioned Pee-wee's Big Adventure, which is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Too.
I know, and I cannot wait for this documentary to come out.
I didn't even know this was happening. I'm so tickled.
Yes, Paul Rubens, Pee Wee Herman himself, has come out as gay in a posthumous documentary, which I was like, oh my God,
he did it. Did he do it? Did he obviously make this documentary? God, I hope so. I hope no one's outing him. No one better posthumously out Pee Wee, or I'm going to come for you in the night.
No. I don't. He passed away from cancer in 2023, and he kept the diagnosis a secret for many, many years, which is just like,
I know.
But he said, in a posthumous documentary, Pee Wee as himself, which premiered Thursday, January 23rd at the Sundance Film Festival, the legendary comedian came out as gay after concealing his sexuality for the entirety of his career. Before he became known for playing Pee Wee Herman, Rubens revealed he was in a relationship with a guy named Guy from Echo Park. In fact, some of Guy's vocal tics inspired some of Pee Wee's most iconic catchphrases.
Oh, this makes me even more joyful. Oh, Pee Wee. But it hurts my heart that Pee Wee felt like he couldn't be himself because we all loved him so much.
Well, and, there was that whole, him getting caught masturbating in the porn theater, which I'm like, if you're not going to do it there, where are you supposed to do it?
I'm tickled that he did it in the porn theater. Good for him. Right location.
I just got another notification over the weekend that my friend sent me that guess what, guys? Crunch Steam Room is closed yet again for lewd behavior.
Y'all.
Take it home.
Take it home.
Take it home.
Get you an at-home sauna.
My God.
Put it on a payment plan if you have to be nasty.
It's so stupid. And that almost ruined his career.
I remember that.
He says that one of his famous one-liners, chocolatey, was derived from Guy's tendency to say, buttery, in a Yoda-like voice. In 1981, Rubens debuted the childlike character while performing at the Groundlings here in Los Angeles. Soon after his career began to take off, and the actor made the decision to keep any details surrounding his private life under lock. He said, I was out of the closet, and then I went back in the closet. I wasn't pursuing the Paul Rubens career. I was pursuing the Pee Wee Herman career. He says in the film, the last time Rubens saw a Guy, he was visiting him in the hospital as he was dying of AIDS.
Oh, my heart.
To talk about seeing someone on death's door, he probably died a couple hours after that. Throughout his life, Pee Wee's Playhouse, the star said he had many, many secret relationships. As he excelled in his career, he buried his personal life deeper and deeper. He would go on to become a fixture on Late Night with David Letterman from 1982 to 85, which led to a sold-out tour and his 85 film, Pee Wee's Big Adventure. He said, I hid behind an alter ego. I spent my entire adult life hiding. I was a huge weed head. A weed head? Weed heady. I was secretive about my sexuality, even to my friends. Out of self-hatred or self-preservation, I was conflicted about sexuality, but fame was way more complicated.
Oh, darling.
I cannot wait to see this.
But this weed head part really tracks because I was obsessed with, I had a cherry, from Pee Wee's Playhouse.
Oh, yes, cherry.
I had cherry. Now that you think about all the things in Pee Wee's Playhouse.
Oh, absolutely. You had... the singing flowers, the aquarium, the like weird little
Lawrence Fishburne is the cowboy dude that I can't remember his name right now.
Cowboy
Cowboy Curtis.
Cowboy Curtis, yes.
Thank you.
Phil Hartman was the sailor.
Wait, who was the mailman? It was a girl, right? Wasn't it? Because I'd get so excited over the mailman.
Well, there was Missy Vaughn. Then there was who was it?
I know, I can't think of who it was, and I loved the mailman. I mean, this is embarrassing that I was that into all this.
Oh, no. I mean, Pee-wee's Playhouse, my mom would we'd wake up on Saturday mornings and she'd be like, let's put on Pee-wee's Playhouse. Because it was just so wild and fun. And also, I just love him because Pee-wee's Big Adventure was like a Tim Burton movie.
100%.
Like, I think it was Tim Burton's first movie. I think so. And we had Pee-wee's Playhouse, the Pee-wee's Big Adventure. I think Danny Elfman did the music for that.
All makes so much sense.
But then Pee-wee and Simone in Pee-wee's Big Adventure went on to play the Penguin's parents in Batman Returns, which was also Tim Burton.
I love
so they all just kind of like did their own thing.
I love a full circle. So Phil Hartman was the mailman.
It was Mailman Mike.
Oh, Mailman
Mike, John Moody.
I just loved him. No, and I remember her. Wait.
Yeah, but played by John Moody.
But who was the girl? Reba?
No, she was from Law and Order SVU. She became the sergeant. What's her name?
She got promoted.
Yeah, I can't remember. I always get her name wrong because it's an initial. Yes, that's her. Then she became the sergeant over at Law and Order.
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait to.
I'm so excited.
Phil Hartman was in it.
Yeah.
He was in the restaurant.
Yep.
Lawrence Fishburne.
Yep.
And the flowers. Yes, and the TV. All of it. Oh.
And I read Elvira's book.
How was that?
Oh, so great. And she talks about like coming to the Groundlings and meeting Paul Rubens and all them. So
here it is. S. Epatha
Esapatha.
Sorry.
Esapatha Murkison.
I knew I was going to mess that up, so I wasn't going to try with my accent.
Yeah.
But I love
Esapatha.
her. And she's an amazing dramatic actress.
Yes, yes. So, I mean, do we know what the date is for this show or this documentary to come out?
Okay.
It hasn't been. Oh, yeah, because it's at Sundance right now. Duh. Well, I know what I'm watching.
Honey, me
Sorry, Amelia Perez. I'll get around to you, girl.
I will too. I've got stuff to do.
And finally, our last story, we have designer Bob Mackie didn't want anyone to know he had anything to do with Cher's iconic bodysuit. Now, I don't know if you...
you mean the turn back, the cutout one? That one?
Oh, that one.
Why wouldn't he want... I mean, everybody, Cher and Bob Mackie are synonymous.
Well, yes. I mean, that's the whole point is that... Cher and Carol Burnett were clearly like side by side at the studios right next to each other for the Carol Burnett show and the Sonny and Cher show right next door to each other. Bob Mackie worked closely with Cher for decades and created most of her iconic looks that we've seen. I believe her Oscar-winning dress for Moonstruck, and a lot of the outfits she wore. And he created Zendaya's outfit. To look similar, very Cher-esque when she introduced Cher at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So, but there's just one outfit that he just cannot get behind.
Love that.
Wait. Bob Mackie said in an interview published on Sunday that he admitted that he didn't like how Cher chose to wear one of his designs for her 1989 If I Turn Back Down music video. In the video, the pop icon infamously donned a see-through mesh bodysuit and leather jacket combo, a look that was a little too sexy for Bob Mackie's taste. He said that playing the bass guitar is her 12-year-old son. They're with her the whole being out and everything else.
Oh, yeah. I could, okay. He was just being conservative because
Yes.
little Elijah Blue was back there.
Little Elijah Blue was back there, and he says, I told her, please don't tell anyone I had anything to do with this because I don't really approve. This is not family viewing. The fashion designer who has styled Elton John, Carol Burnett, and even Marilyn Monroe, didn't know that,
I didn't either.
Also admitted that she wasn't entirely sure he would mesh well with Cher at first. He says, I thought this girl's not my style. All the pictures of her were like frowning and pouting with Sonny. Mackie met Cher in the mid-'60s as a guest on the Carol Burnett show. So yes, that outfit, he then says that she was adorable. She looked like Audrey Hepburn's younger sister at that point. Her hair in little pigtails, a little sundress. I thought I could do anything on her. She'll look amazing. She could be anything she wanted to be. He did talk about him and Cher's fateful meeting, telling Women's Wear Daily that it was 1967 and he was working on a loose thread on a beaded gown, and Cher came over and said, "Wagon wheel Watusi." No, she didn't say that. She said, "Someday I'm going to have one of those," and he became friends after that. He says, "It's not like dressing a regular person. It's like dressing a crazy goddess."
Oh, I love that.
But yeah, I think it was the I Turn Back Time, because I think
the butt
cheeks were out. She had a tattoo on one of her cheeks.
And the sun was behind her playing, obviously.
Yeah,
so
and
I
it
could
was
see.
just, yeah, and then all the semen.
So many seamen.
Yeah.
So many cannons.
So many
much.
sailors. Yeah, and I mean, but how weird is that it's one of her most iconic looks?
And that he was just not front and center about claiming it. I received it.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was like the ripped up mesh. I mean, look, you can almost see. I mean, her moon was struck.
Well, there was not a whole lot. Wow.
I mean,
I forgot about that.
And Bob Mackie was probably like, "Cher, I don't really approve of this," and she was like, "Snap out of it," and slapped him across the face. But yeah, I mean,
she's got to be what, 40 there? Would you think? Was she in her 40s maybe?
she's timeless.
She is timeless.
She's timeless.
Like, just what a badass. When you sit back and think about that, it's kind of like between her and Tina Turner.
Yeah.
And you look back at the stuff that they were like, who gives a shit? They just didn't care.
They didn't care. And you know what? This is I feel like this music video, for some weird reason, it resonates in my head as like, they played it late.
Yes.
Because how she was dressed. And that was like for MTV.
And that was also, another video made me think that too was, I think it was Erotica by Madonna. It was another one they played late because it was just like, we can't show this. And I thought, oh, okay, well, this is Nasty Mess. And this is up that level that you were like, what was Nasty Mess? Like the stuff that we get inundated with now.
Well, it's crazy. I know. You're getting WAP.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy.
So true.
Did you know that they still censor Alanis Morissette? You ought to know.
Come on.
Still. And are you thinking of me when you... her? I'm like, come on.
Knock it off
2025.
Honest to
We know what
goodness.
she's saying.
Exactly.
Oh, it's so dumb. Well, that was our show today. I just want to say that I know. It went by so fast.
Oh, my gosh.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Honey, you're so much fun.
Oh, my gosh. Please tell everyone where they can find you, Trish, on the road, what your dates are, your Instagram, all of it, mama.
At Trish Suhr at everything. At everything. TrishSuhr. You'll find it all. So you can go see me. I'm going on the road. You'll see me all summer long. Wherever. What are we at? Fall? I don't know.
Fall.
It's the apocalypse. I don't know what's happening.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving. It just hailed. God bless America. I don't know what's happening.
Oh, my goodness. And again, follow Trish wherever you can. I will be on the road as well. You can catch me at Zany's in Chicago on February 11th. I will also be at the Desert Ridge Improv on
honey.
February 13th. Also, I'll be at Cobb's, I believe, February 24th.
Look at you. I didn't do anything.
Wait, hold on. February 23rd.
Look at your own dates. I'll
be
pimp you.
Cobb's. March, I'll be in Boston, Laugh Boston, March 2nd. And then Texas, March 12th, 13th, 16th, Houston, San Antonio, Dallas. My birthday, March 20th, New York at the New York Comedy Club. The 21st, New York Comedy Club in Stamford, Connecticut. And April 10th, Seattle, Washington at Laughs Comedy Club. Get your tickets now. I can't wait to see you guys on the road. And again, thank you for watching, listening, sharing the clips, liking, subscribing, all of it. We love you, and we love that we get to do this show for you guys. And we will see you guys next week on the Just Saying podcast. Have a great one, guys. Bye.